Hello friends, hello Facebook land. This is Dee Martin. It is Saturday, August 1st, 2020. And here I am in my laundry room. What am I doing? So I have a goal today of getting this item in this box replaced in my washing machine. And you can see the brand name is Fisher Paykel. These are made in New Zealand. And I have had my Fisher Paykel washer and dryer for about 18 years. My daughter was about two and a half years old when I got them, and they have never ever failed me. They are amazing machines and super easy to maintain, even as a homeowner, even as a homeowner who doesn't have, a lot of mechanical know-how at all. So basically, the Fisher Paykel washer you can take apart with a screwdriver, literally a screwdriver. And this one has a head that comes out, so I've got both Phillips and a regular on each end. And I can take this apart and clean it. And now I'm going to replace the agitator actually. I've used this washer, like I said, about 18 years, and I actually owned a bed and breakfast for 5 of those years, and I was doing probably 10 to 15 loads of laundry a week for 5 years, and the machine has never failed me. So now it's, myself and my daughter once in a while, way less laundry, but it is 18 years old. The agitator, the fins on it, and I'll show you, are starting to crack and break, and so it's just time to replace it. Rather than have a technician come and pay for a house call, dealing with COVID and masks and all of that, I just decided to do it myself. I did watch a video on YouTube from the Fisher Paykel website, fisherpaykel.com, and it's super easy to do. And I'm also going to check the drum and see if that needs cleaning. You can actually lift out the drum, the wash drum, and then scrub that up. So I'm guessing it's going to need cleaning. It's been a couple years since I've done it. So I'm gonna get this out of the box. I've already got it opened up. Super light. It's just plastic. And so this is the agitator. Let me get rid of this box. This is the agitator, and on the old one, when I pull it out, these are starting to crack right here and break, and so I don't want to snag my clothing, and so that's why I'm replacing this. And so here we go. This goes up. This is a cup for fabric softener. I don't use liquid fabric softener, it's just my preference, and it gets cruddy, so I will be taking this apart. Actually, you can take it apart, and I will be throwing this in the dishwasher. Super easy to clean. And so I don't know if you can see here, I'm going to pause this and readjust the camera. I'll be right back. Okay, so I think you can see that better. You won't see me, but that's okay. So there's the old agitator. There's a wing nut down in the center, and so all I need to do is loosen that nut and then lift out the agitator. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, so we're going counterclockwise. And there it comes. There's the wing nut, okay? And it's a little scruddy. Did you know scrud is an official word in sorry about that, laundry repair, washing machine repair? Scrud is that buildup of detergent, powders, fabric softeners that build up on either the inside or the outside of the wash drum. And so I'm a little nervous to lift this up. We'll see how scruddy it is, but it doesn't really matter as far as the agitator because I'm replacing that obviously, but the bottom of the wash drum, we'll see how that looks. So let's see, this just lifts right out. Okay, and you can see these, make sure you're on camera. These are broken and cracked. You can see that. In fact, this one has already picked up some threads. I think this is from a backpack that I washed a couple weeks ago. Not a big deal. It's a pretty tough backpack, but you can see why I want to get this replaced. I don't want to snag my delicates or my professional work clothes. So that I'm just going to put in the recycle bin. Okay, now let's look at the bottom. Oh wait, let's look at the bottom of this. Oh, it's actually not too bad. There's a little bit in where the nut was sitting, but otherwise it looks very clean. I am really impressed, actually. I think that speaks to my my detergent. That's awesome. Okay, let's look in the bottom. Oh, it's actually really clean. I am impressed. Again, I see a little bit of scrud where the nut would sit, the wing nut. So I will pause this and I'll clean that up. But otherwise it looks really good. Okay, I'll be back shortly. Okay, so I got the bolt scrubbed up and around there where the wing nut sits. And so it looks a lot better. I just poured a little bit of water in there to rinse it off. It looks great. I don't want to put too much water in there because I'm planning to lift out this drum. So now to get the drum out, we have to obviously take this cover and this frame off. So let me show you how to do that. Oh, let me get my mic back on. Okay, one moment. Okay, so here we are with the frame and then the lid that have to come off. Now I've pre-staged this a bit just to save some time on the video. But what you do, there's these white covers here and then there's one over here. You just pop those off. I just use the edge of the screwdriver. They're already loose. And then there's a screw in there and there's a screw here. And like I said, I've already taken those out. Requires a Phillips screwdriver. So, you know, you would just loosen those screws, pop them out. And then this lid also pops off. So you tilt it towards you a little bit and lift. And it pops right off. Super easy. And then, you know, I've got the screws out and then this tilts up. Super easy. And that's the inside of the washing machine. Now I have cupboards here. And so I've just sort of pre-fashioned some tape here to hold this lid up out of my way. Your laundry room might be different and you can just tilt that up all the way, but this is what I have to do to keep this lid out of my way. Okay, and so then as you look inside this washer, there's the drum and there was, or is, a spring here that was attached to this bar. And there's 4 bars here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the drum is cradled on, I'm not sure what it is, springs or something. And so then when it's spinning and agitating, it's holding that drum steady and it's not gonna bang against the sides of the washing machine. So this machine runs really quietly for the most part until it gets to the ultimate spin, and then I say it's going airborne. But it's super energy efficient. I think it gets up to 1200 RPMs. Your clothes come out sort of damp dry, which means a much shorter drying time. You're saving money there also. So anyway, I disconnected that spring from this vertical bar here. And then this frame here on the drum, there are little clips every, I suppose 10 inches or so. 8 or 10 inches. And so I've loosened them. Super easy to do. You push the clip and lift the edge of the frame, push the clip, lift. And so I've already done that. And now there's one there that I don't want to force, and so I didn't loosen that one, but I'm hoping I can get this to stay up. And then see if I can, wonder if I can get it to come off. No. There it goes, there it goes. Okay, so the frame is off. We've got some scrud, so I will definitely be cleaning that. But what I really want to see is this drum. Let me get my flashlight. Okay, I've got my flashlight and I'm looking down between the drum and this outer plastic drum. And so that sort of contains all the water and makes sure it drains out of the machine appropriately. And I can see down there, yeah, it's pretty scruddy. I mean, not terrible considering it's been probably 18 months or 2 years since I've done it. But I am going to lift this out and carry this to my bathtub and get this scrubbed up. I'm going to put my flashlight down and I'll lift it a little bit so you can see. Okay, it's heavy. Forgot how heavy it was. Not sure I'll be able to show you. Okay, I'm gonna have to work on that. And I will come back when I'm in my bathroom scrubbing. Stay tuned. Okay, it's been a couple minutes and I'm in my bathroom, obviously with my bathtub. And so you can see some scrud on the outside of this drum. The inside looks very clean, but as scrud builds up, then those little holes where the water drains out can get plugged, and then your clothes really aren't getting clean and it's not spinning out appropriately. And so actually this isn't bad at all. When I did this, there's scrud on the white frame and maybe 5 inches down, and then the rest of the drum is really clean. When I did this a couple years ago, the whole drum was scruddy all the way down. It was pretty bad. So for a couple years of not doing this, this looks really good and I'm impressed. Again, I think this speaks to my detergent. It dissolves, it's super concentrated, it's super effective, and it rinses away really, really well. So I'm impressed. So I will get my cleansers and start scrubbing, and then I'm also going to scrub the inside of the washing machine. That's got a little bit of scrub as well, and I'll be back when it's all done. Okay friends, I'm back in the laundry room. I'm going to show you this drum. You can see the scrud there on the inside and how it's scrubbing up. I've got some detergent, some really effective, super concentrated detergent there. It's bubbling up nicely. It's called Mellow Magic from EcoSense. And so I'm just scrubbing away here with a scrub brush. And it's coming off pretty easy, but I just wanted to show you kind of before and after how nice it's coming. Okay, so you get the idea. I'm going to keep scrubbing and I'll be back. Hello again friends, I'm back. I'm in the bathroom obviously with this washer drum. I have sprayed it with sort of a pre-treatment, I guess. It's from EcoSense, it's called Tough and Tender. So I just sprayed the outside and the inside, and that's been sitting for a few minutes. And then I'm going to use the heavy duty cleanser EcoSense Mellow Magic to scrub it. And then when I'm done, I'm going to use the EcoSense Soluguard Botanical. And what's great about the Soluguard is that it is EPA rated and approved to kill viruses and bacteria. So influenza, norovirus, rotavirus, even coronavirus. If you use it correctly, it will kill all those viruses. And so I work in healthcare. I want to make sure my washing machine stays clean and get all those germs out. I'm wearing my gloves. So here we go. I'm going to start scrubbing. It's been sitting and soaking for probably 5 or 6 minutes. And my tub is full of warm, soapy water. And look how that just comes right off. It is just sliding right off. It's effortless. I'm not really having to scrub. Isn't that amazing? You can see the difference already. Okay, that's all that scrub from buildup of detergent and fabric softener and, you know, the soil from your clothes that's coming off. You know, that's normal. That means your washing machine's working, but you do have to take care of it, you know, once or twice every couple years. So I'm just going to keep scrubbing. It's coming off great, and I'll be back. Okay, friends, I'm just about done with this drum. I've got the sides and the outside and the inside clean. I'm working on the bottom right now. And you can see there's lots of splatters here in my shower. That's why I did it here. It will be easy to clean up. I'm not worried about it. But I wanted to show you what that looked like. You can see it's all sparkly clean. It smells great. It's just working great. I'll be back soon. Okay guys, it's been about another 5 or 6 minutes and I've scrubbed. The bottom has a lot of nooks and crannies, and sometimes your fingers or a scrub brush or a microfiber cloth just will not get in there. Sometimes you need the good old-fashioned toothbrush. So I'm gonna move the camera here, or maybe I'll move the drum, and you can see what I mean. It's mostly clean, but you know how once you see something, you can't unsee it. And I know even when I put this drum back in the washer, I'm gonna know these nooks and crannies are not clean, and that's gonna bother me. So here's my toothbrush. I'm going in. I will show you these nooks and crannies here. Okay. So you can see all these little crevices and compartments. They're mostly clean, but I want to get them perfectly clean because that's just how I roll. All right, I'm gonna keep working. Hello everybody. Okay, I'm doing the final rinse here. It's coming clean, beautifully, quickly, easily, except for those nooks and crannies that took some time. So let me shut this off and I will show you the nooks and crannies and how good they look. So you can see they look much better. I don't know if I can get that out here. Once you get a grip on it, it's actually not that heavy. So it looks much better. I'm satisfied. I'm very pleased. It smells great. And so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this back in there, actually right side up. And so now what I'm going to do is to disinfect. So we've cleaned it, we've sanitized it, now for disinfection. You know, cleaning is getting visible soil, is taking care of visible soil. Let me adjust that. Sanitizing, sorry, I'm all red here. I've been sort of standing on my head the last several minutes. Cleaning, you know, you're getting rid of visible soil. To the naked eye, it looks clean, right? Sanitizing, you're using something stronger. It's killing, you know, probably most things. And then disinfecting that's a technical term. It means you're killing 99.9% of germs, you know, bacteria, viruses that cause common illnesses. And SoluGuard is a disinfectant, again, EPA rated to kill 99.9% of the bad germs and everything. So what I'm going to do to disinfect, it's clean, it's sanitized, is just spray on the SoluGuard on all surfaces here. Inside and out. We gotta turn this. And then you let that sit for 10 minutes. And then it evaporates. And then your surface is disinfected. The reason you let that sit for 10 minutes is that for me to spray something and then wipe it down, if there are microbes there, your cloth is going to spread that to other areas. So it's clean, it's sanitized, but if there are still microbes there, we want to kill those microbes. And so the disinfectant will kill those microbes. And by leaving it there to evaporate and dry on its own, you're not spreading those microbes around. So I'll be back in 10 minutes and we'll get the washing machine put back together. I'm so pleased, I'm so excited. You know, I should say the reason that these cleansers work so well is because they are plant-based and they use natural plant enzymes to break down the scrud or the soil, dirt, whatever you're dealing with. They're not always a spray and wipe product. You have to spray it, let it sit a few minutes, and then wipe it down or scrub it. You might have to do a second application, let it sit a few minutes. But these products do work and they're non-toxic. I've been in this bathroom, there's no window, no fan running, and I'm not coughing. It smells great. I can breathe. They're non-toxic. My lungs feel just fine. And a lot of people like to use bleach or ammonia, quaternary disinfectants. Those are all, they're effective. I mean, they'll clean whatever you want to clean, but they're toxic. And if you look at a bleach bottle, right on the bleach bottle is the poison symbol. And it's toxic to breathe those fumes. It's toxic to have it on your skin. They say wear a mask and you know, well-ventilated area. And so I don't want those toxic chemicals in my home, in my body, on my skin. So I use eco-friendly products, and obviously they work great. This is really shiny clean. I'm so pleased. All right, I'll be back in 10 minutes. Hello again, friends. Okay, the drum is in the washer. It looks great. It's sitting in there over that main bolt in the middle. And so now I'm going to get the frame put back on and the lid, and then we'll get the agitator, the new agitator in. And so I scrub this up as well. Here's our spring. We're gonna hook that again to the bar that's there. Okay, that's gotta sit down a little bit more. One second. There we go. There we go. That was easy. Okay. And then we line up the clips with the holes there, and they just snap in place. Here's that spring I'm connecting to this vertical bar here. Okay, just like it was. And then we snap each of these into place. Super easy, obviously. Okay, and then here's my new agitator. You can see these are not broken. And we're just setting that down in there, and then we'll fasten that wing nut. Here's the wing nut. To sit down there a little bit more. There we go. Wasn't catching. Have to get it just in the right spot. And there, it's tightening. Okay. And then this comes down. Sits right there. Our two screws go back in. Wow, come on. There we go. And so literally, I have taken apart this Fisher Paykel washer with a screwdriver all by myself. And so I was able to get it cleaned and sanitized and disinfected. It smells great. You know, it's interesting, you don't know something needs cleaning until you start, and you don't know something doesn't smell fresh until it does smell fresh. So it smells amazing in here right now. It smells like thyme oil. Very fresh and clean. Okay, so that's that, and then the lid snaps back in place. Just like that. Voila! Let me give it a quick wipe down here. Where's my other cleanser here? Here it is. Just a quick wipe down. And now, this is ready to use. However, in following the instructions, oh, I forgot the caps for where the screws are. Let me put those in. In following the instructions, before you wash a load of laundry, you run a hot water wash to make sure all final residue and scrud are gone. So that's what I'm going to do. And then it's ready to use for laundry. Thanks everybody for watching.